Hey, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching Arcade Spirits. We just met our two coworkers, or two of them anyway so far. We met Gavin and we met Naomi. Naomi is a huge video game nerd and loves messing with circuit boards. She even gave us her lunch so she could go get junk food, so I like her already. And Gavin is quiet, reserved. He's really a math dude, but he's cool too. So now we're eating lunch that Naomi gave us. It's a bento box. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Why are the eye holes there? Incoherent screaming, await death. That one. Well, it was a good run. Death by a floofy monster was definitely not something I considered in the thousands of ways I pictured my own death. Wait, what was this? Origin, you fucking piece of shit. Origin's updating while I'm recording the game. Could you, just not? Thank you. Honestly, I thought I'd pass doing something I loved. Alas, may the Reaper take me swiftly and painlessly. Bury me softly, brother. Rude, this floofy monster has feelings too. Death incarnate? Question mark? Wait, you aren't my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really? Can we start over maybe?
Oh my god, Origin, fuck off. Holy shit. Origin opened a window directly over the game. Quit Origin. Just get out. I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Matt.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
I love it. What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade.
I don't think I've seen one
Pinky is
sign.
the mascot of the Funplex after all.
I gathered that much. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
Oh, she's fun. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on top of the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided the 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Got quite the imagination. Is that how I come across to people, as a creepy trespasser? I'll do that one. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kinda dig it. Shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I'm sorry all my female voices are basically the same voice. I'm not very good. So I'm just gonna stick with that. Hope it's not bad. I wonder, I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a couple of minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation intentionally? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? If you're going for terrifying, then yes. I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. Bam. Ah, that probably wasn't good. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. You still recording? Good. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I worried around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped up to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? I choked on my own saliva. That is awful. Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to re-stitch the left arm and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it didn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage and she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. And the girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now! I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is the thing I'm attending to when not getting into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you gotten a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish I would hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously? So, are they going out? Haha, nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliches. The ones who fight and always end up together. Mark my words, Matt. Consider them marked.
Beep,
Beep, beep, beep, beep, Matt. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. Didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No.
That's no good. Matt needs his calories. You eat up, I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. Pretty amazing, like her enthusiasm about her art. Got a lot going on in that head of hers, I just don't understand it all. Definitely that one. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Oh, soda pop burps. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems. Or potential problems. Or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think it's about, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? An irate customer near Mr. Moopy's magic maze, cursing up a storm at fists of discomfort, or a loud crowd around Learn how to read. Let's do that one. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol, right? Or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route is in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime's stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Matt? I've had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first double A on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you could be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime Stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song, can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Fuck it! Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid that had arrows, I'm not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist asking a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait.
Hey, wait.
You're new here, right?
Oh, he's haha. I spoke ahead of the voice actor. Whoops. Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best! Greatest guy here. He's sort of like our, leader? Yeah?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
Seems like it.
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
Ooh,
So, what
a
do you say?
gang?
Play our silly dancing game?
I already said yes, so I'm going to do it. Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Go for it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Why not try 20XX's hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. With that thought, I take his hand. Let's do this. As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Matt. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 for the floor attendant Matt regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Matt. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. Man, what a cool dude. But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Want to film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your fans for me, please? Let's do that one? Good, we can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960X public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd.
Well...
Oh, yeah. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little, shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man. Why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We have to be cool about fire safety. It's Matt's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Matt's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing was within the law, carry on. Officer Matt has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. Let's see, what to handle next? We'll figure that out on the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.